Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this Workpro mini keychain work light. So this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description. And if you use that link, it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. So let's get this open. We have charge cable, we have the light, we have the manual. This looks like a little brochure that highlights their other products. Here we have the manual. Let's take a quick look at it. So they have a number of different colors available. The one I have today is black. This shows the different parts. This has a cob LED, on-off switch, rotating base, hat clip, magnet, rubber cover, USB Type-C charge port, charge indicator, carabiner, a charge cable. These packing contents. Here we have specs. Looks like it's made of aluminum, steel, ABS, and polycarbonate. Brightness is 300 lumens. Battery is a 300 milliamp hour 602030 lithium battery. It charges with USB. Working time is 1.5 to 4 hours after fully charged. Charging time is around 1.5 hours. So here we have the different modes. So on the 300 lumen mode, runtime is 1.5 hours. On the 100 lumen mode, it's 4 hours. And then we have the beam distance is 20 and 10 meters, respectively. Then we have instructions here and some notes. Let's pull this out. So here we have the light. Has a little keychain with a carabiner. In the back we have this will pull out so you can set it down and aim it. We have a little hat clip, magnet, charge port, power button. Let's try charging this. So I'll pull this open. And the cable is a USB-A to USB-C cable. You will need your own charger, so I have this charger here, but you can just use any phone charger or USB port. Plug this in. And we have a little red light here. I don't know how visible that is, but this is charging at 0.19 amps. So that can vary depending on state of charge of the light. So I'm guessing that light will probably change. I think it changes green when it's fully charged. Let's see if this has enough charge in it to demonstrate it. So I'll press the button on the side to turn it on. So it has a tactile click. So the light is on. It's a very white light. Press again. Now we're on the dimmer mode. Press one more time and we're on the flashing mode. Press again to turn it off. Now if I turn this on and say leave it on the low mode for 10 seconds, so I'm skipping ahead here, and I'll shut this off and I'll turn it back on, it will go down to that dim mode automatically. So it will remember the last mode you used. Let's take a look at this against the wall. Okay, so the camera and the light are both around 4 foot from the wall. I do have a little bit of light coming in from the side, but it's pretty dark in here. So I'll turn this on, and here you can see the light. This is on the high mode. It's the low mode, the flash mode. So I'll turn this back to the high mode. I'll move it up a little closer so you can kind of see. It's a very even light and it just kind of fades towards the edges. You can see here. So you can see this is actually kind of at a right angle to the wall. I can pull it back, so it's a very wide light. So this would not be good for like a spotlight, but it's a work light. It's a floodlight for things up close. Okay, so here I'm at the engine of my car. It's pretty dark. It looks maybe a little darker on camera than in person, but I can't see any detail. So I'll turn the light on. And here we have the light shining on it, and it's a nice even light. Turn it on low. I can see quite a bit even on low. So depending on what I'm looking for, I may want it brighter or not. Of course you wouldn't use strobe for that. Now this does have a magnet on it. My hood is aluminum, but the hood latch is steel, so I should be able to mount it on that, so I'll try that. So here it is mounted on the hood latch. So I've turned my camera light on so you can see this. So it's just magneted right here. And since you can change the angle of this, I can just set the angle to point directly down at the engine. So this works incredibly well. Now I did take the carabiner off. It was kind of hanging in front of the light, and I don't need it for this application. But that's really nice. It gives me a nice amount of light here, but it's not hanging down or getting in the way. Now let's say I have a flat tire. I have this magneted to the fender, and it's pointing down. Now if you have a dirty fender, you could potentially scratch it. You do want to be aware of that. But this could also be set down. So here I have it on the ground pointing up at the tire. Now this is on the high mode. And this is on the low mode. Now this would probably be enough light for most people to change a spare tire. So that's the Workpro mini keychain work light. This is a bright little light that doesn't take up a lot of room. Has a carabiner on it, so you could clip that to your backpack, your work bag, or you could use the magnet to magnet it to the side of your toolbox so it's always ready to grab. It has this kind of lip around it, so it would be easy to grab real easy off a box. So I showed a couple of automotive applications, but you could also use this for hiking or appliance repair. You could clip this onto the brim of a hat, and since it angles, you could point it in front of you or down, like to light up a path in front of you, or you could point it down to whatever you're working on. So you could use it like a headlamp. It's very lightweight. Now when I was using it with the magnet clamp, I did take the carabiner off because it was kind of hanging down and making a shadow. So using this in a shop, I would probably leave the carabiner off. Using it for camping or something, I'd probably leave that on. This could be great for even a tent light. A lot of tents will have a little storage area net up above, and you could set that on it and it could just light up your whole tent, and it just takes up almost no room. So if you're looking for a versatile little work light, I think this is a great option. It's also small, so this could make a nice gift like a stocking stuffer. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.